So I think this is Gibbison Lookout or something like that. It's just up the road from Sandy Cape. And I thought, oh, maybe I could get away with camping like here, right? But again, you know, this is like everywhere. You know, we used to be able to just drive in the bush, right, and just camp anywhere. But they've got restrictions on everything. It's not a free country anymore, I can tell you. Gregson's Lookout it is. How long is that? I think I better lock the car before I go and wander off having a look at anything. I thought I could stop here and maybe what's going on there? I thought I could stop here and maybe do my downloads and shit, but you know, like, imagine there'll be people in and out again, just people everywhere. Hang on, let me lock this. I gotta climb down the side. Hang on. These old vehicles, you can't just press the button and lock it up. I've got to use a key. Yesterday, right, like, I go to get fuel and the freaking lock in the fuel cap, you have to put a key in it, and it yeah, it just wouldn't work. It was like it was all like floppy inside the mechanism. This bloke come and help me. I was standing there for ages trying to get the damn thing open. But yeah, Kongdong. It's a Kongdong. Here, look. This is actually a Kongdong tree here. There's a few of them around, but there's no Kongdongs. Kongdongs don't come out until around November. Is it November? Around about. Yeah, they have like a red, you know, a red ball fruit. Yeah. But anyway, getting back to the like key, it's like, oh, this is a nice little bit of bush. It's like really low, sort of. Oh, yeah, nice look over at the beach up here. The water's way over there, but I can see it. Hang on. I don't know whether you can see it. Anyway, we'll get up the top. And where do we go here? I might be able to stop here, but I'll go out to Greenheads. But somebody said, I asked a bloke, and he was camped there at that last spot, and he said he turned up last night thinking he could just pull up and camp as well. But then they got a caretaker there that got him, and you know, they gave him a spot, but you know, he had to leave today as well. But unfortunately I didn't get caught. But the people that I was in their camp spot, it was a big camp spot, like, so, you know, they says, oh, we won't, you know, we're not going to make you get out, like, now when it was dark, you know, like, because it was in the night. I think they got there about 8 o'clock or something. By the time they finished setting up and everything, because it was really, I was so tired, I just needed to have a sleep, right, but they're right there, you know, with their torches and their banging of the freaking hammers and the fucking blowing up of mattress pumps and all the noise and lights and freaking pumps and torches, and they got everything lit up, And I was just like, oh my God, I just want to go to sleep. But I had to sit out, and I had to go and sit out down the beach while they were sorting their shit out, right? Wow, this is a nice look out. Wow. Let me turn this around. It's a mound here. I don't know whether that was a surveyor's. I don't think so. Just nice being out anyway. This, is it an octagon? Is it a pentagram? I think it's an octagon shaped boardwalk thing here. Yeah, this is a surveyor's pack here. Hey? Am I getting that on the camera? I can't see. There. So that's north that way, pointing that way. Well, we're going north, but hopefully we don't get, I've got to be able to find places where I haven't got so many bloody restrictions. And see, this kind of bush, like they've made it so that the roads, like in some places, you can get off the road, but see how dense that bush is, you can't get off the road, right? And there's limited tracks, and any of the tracks that you used to be able to go down, they cut them, they block them, What does this say? Looking to the south, historic cairn at nearly 30 metres above sea level, the limestone cairn. Cairn, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Cairn, or cairn. I don't know. I don't even know what that means. Cairn here was built. Cairn, is that what that is? The surveyor's thing. Here was built in 1875 as a marker for a coastal land survey between Perth and Geraldton. The nearby farmland was surveyed according to its relation to this cairn or trig station. Ups and down Cockleshell Gully flows between the distant hill into a small lake. Where's that? Distant hill. That's that mine over there by the look of it. I don't know what they'd be mining. Lithium? Don't know. It says fossils, cockle shells embedded in limestone from when this area was once covered by the sea give the gully its name. Cockleshell Gully, right. Rugged terrain and native poison bush precluded this area from clearing. In 1992, Mount Leisure area was made a national park. Is it pronounced? I don't know if it's pronounced Leisure or Leisure. Leisure, there, see? Leisure. Native poison bush precluded it from being cleared. What is the poison bush? I don't know. That's something I don't know. Mount Leisure. Oh, that's... So we've got a bee here. Northern tip of Mount Leisure. That's... Doesn't look like any mountain, does it, from here? You call it a mountain. But yeah, anyway, what does it say over here? Grigson's Farm, the Salt Lakes, looking to the north. So this is the north. These salt lakes are part of a chain that runs along the coast of 45 kilometres from here to just north of Kaloumba. A few thousand years ago, when the sea level was much higher, the lakes were lagoons connected to the ocean. Now most dry out in summer. Local water birds and wading birds and migrate annually from the northern hemisphere use the lakes. Grigson's Farm. 4 generations of Grigsons have lived in Cockleshell Gully Farm. The clearing area in the foreground, sheep and cattle have been grazed here since early this century. The Grigsons bred draft horses and mounts for the 10th Light Horse Regiment in World War One. Apart from the Salt Lakes, it is good grazing country, free from native poison plants, which are so common on the hill and sand plains to the east. Poison plants, I don't even know what they are. So if you look that way, you don't have the poison plants, but if you look that way, you've got the poison plants. But I have no idea what the poison plant's supposed to be. I should have a picture of the plant so we don't eat it. Oh, hang on, well maybe they've got one here. Here we got looking to the northwest, over here. Fisherman Islands Nature Reserve. So there's little islands out there. You can't see it on my camera. Oh yeah, you can, kind of like if I zoom in. Oops. See my face, it just flipped on me. Sorry. Now let's go back. There we go. Okay, so Fisherman Island Nature Reserve is one of the few places along the West Australia coast where the Australian sea lion breeds. One of the rare sea lions in the world. They breed, there we are. They breed about every 18 months. Sea lions can be temperamental and aggressive and should not be approached, especially when breeding. The Canogan, maybe this is the plant, I don't know. This Congan heathland may look uniform from a distance, but don't be deceived. The leisure area contains more than 900 plant species which make up 10% of West Australia's flora. They include many rare and unusual plants. The Wongan heathland supports a variety of animals, especially birds, reptiles and invertebrates. Still didn't tell us anything about this. About the poison plant. I'd be interested to know what that is. Gibson mining, that's what it is. In the distance, flat-top sand piles can be seen on the edge of a salt lake. These sands are being mined for gypsum. High concentrations of gypsum, hydrous calcium sulfate, form after the evaporation of seawater and are found in the sediment of lake beds. Sediment of lake beds. Gypsum is used in cement and plaster. Gypsum also improves soil texture and elevates waterlogging in claying soils in the agricultural region. alleviates, sorry, what did I say? Elevates. It alleviates the waterlogging. I didn't know that. So that's what that mine is over there. Dynamic dunes over there. Large mobile sand dunes in this area can advance up to 20 metres a year. They smother vegetation in their path and stabilise as plants recognise the trailing dune slopes. These dunes are naturally mobile. However, influences which damage dune vegetation, such as fire and uncontrolled four-wheel driving. I've seen these people driving on the beach unnecessarily this morning, and it's just like can disrupt the natural processes and further destabilise the dunes. Yeah. So anyway, I might go down the road a bit further. Anyway, I was talking about that guy that I was talking to that also was, trying to camp at that place. And I said, well, what's it like up Greenhead? Maybe, is it going to be the same? And he didn't know because he was going north as well. But he did say that apparently there was like some sort of construction going on there. I don't know whether it's on the road or what. I know that in some places they are, I think, like they're sort of like upgrading some places to be more like resort type things. I don't think that'll be happening there. I hope not. But it's sort of, it's gobbling up all the places where you can just go and be, right? I just want to go and be somewhere. But yeah. But isn't this nice? See, it'd be nice to be able to just camp in this, right? But you're not allowed to be. You're not allowed to be here. You can just come in, float in for a day and have a look and leave again. Yeah, and they're kind of onto it. And of course, I don't know, they do have cameras everywhere, I know that. Natural Resource Management we're putting out catch cameras. They call them catch cameras. They reckon it's to catch the animals and keep track of them. It probably is to a certain degree, but I do know that they also use it to catch people. Catch people camping, being in places that they're not supposed to. It used to be a free country. You could just, be anywhere, but they don't want us to just be anywhere now. So, but yeah, we'll see how we go on my travels. Might be a lot of car parks or something I'll have to camp in, Let's have a go over this way. There's another little track going this way. I'll just have a look. Oh no, it's not. It's just like a. Anyway. Yeah, so it makes it very, very difficult just to stop anywhere though. We'll see. I'm hoping it's not going to be like this the whole time. I possibly could just stop here though to do my downloads, but have a cup of tea, put the billy on. But you see, I can't relax because of, I know that there'll be people in and out, It was really busy at that place last time. I mean, it's a beautiful place, beautiful beach and everything. Great for kids, if you want to take your kids camping and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, you got to book a spot. You can't just be spontaneous and roll up, right? But yeah, they're all sort of bunched in together. I hate that. I like my space, but the world seems to be getting smaller and smaller. So I might end up out in the desert. But anyway, Okay, I'm going to move on, and I've got to find somewhere I can actually really just stop and make myself comfortable and do my downloads and stuff. Anyway, it'll be easy to get satellite here anyway. But anyway, I'm going to go a bit further, and I'll talk to you again soon.